What's up, guys? So, this is a album review, and it's off the new Deftones record, Gore. This came out, I think it was last week. It came out, um, and I've been listening to it, and it's quite different. I'm a long time Deftones fan. I've been listening to this band since I was 15, or even younger than that. The first album I bought by them was Around the Fur. Deftones are a alternative metal band from Sacramento, California, and they were during the band's time period. They were starting in the early '80s and have been around ever since. They were most recognized in the new metal era in the early '90s and such. But this album is it's slightly different to any of their other records. This is their eighth studio album. It's I guess it's similar in a way to Saturday Night Wrist, with a hint of Koi no Yokan, but not as heavy. There is some elements to it. Um, Chino singing in it is just beautiful sounding. He's got a really harmon like not harmony, sort of really sort of sweet, subtle voice, and when he can be aggressive, when he can shout down the mic, he can do that. He did a lot of that on Koi no Yokan, a few in particular songs like Tempest, um, Poltergeist. But anyway, I'll talk about some of the tracks on the album, and some the ones I like, the ones I'm not really bothered about. Um, so the tracks I really like on this album is the first track, which opens the album, is Prayers Triangles, the first single they released, and I really like that song. I don't know, there's just something about it. There's this. It starts with Chino singing, and then Carpenter comes in on the guitar, and that type of riff. It's quite really relaxing riff, and then it kicks into the chorus, prayers, and then it just gets heavy, and I like it. It's really cool. Good sound, good song. And then after that, it's Acid Hologram. I like that song as well. I like how at the end of, oh sorry, um, it's a track after that. But I like how Acid Hologram ends and goes into Doomed User, which is the one of the heaviest tracks on this album. Um, yeah, those three tracks really work well all together. And I think it was their third single they released was Heart to Wires. Quite mellow song. Mm, yeah, I don't mind it. It's okay. Um, then the self-titled track for the album is Gore. The track Gore. That is a good track as well. It's heavy. It's about almost the same. It's not as heavy as Doomed User, but it is a pretty heavy song. And then after that, it's Phantom Bride, which Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, he does a solo and kind of an extra sort of guitar work on that song. You can sort of hear it as well as Stephen's guitar. There is, I think it's Gore, the track Gore, which you hear more of Sergio on the bass. You do hear his bass in Prez Triangles, and he used a 6-string bass, which that's the first time we've heard him use a 6-string bass on this album. So I like this. It's a good album. What would I give it on a 1 to 10? I'd give it an 8. It's about as good as Koi no Yokan, but I did like Koi no Yokan. I thought that was one of my favourite albums. Go have a listen to it. It's good. It's a good album. it's a good comeback for them. Not really a comeback. It's been like a few years since they released the last one, but yeah, it's good. They've really still got their sound, and they're good. So yeah, stay sick and subscribe.